courage to teach. And it was as if I'd been waiting for years to get into that, because that then gave me 2 children immediately as an audience. And a year later, I had our 3rd child, Rebecca, and I had my family at home and I had that larger family at school. And I was telling them stories and beginning to write them stories for individuals, first of all my own kids, and then for the kids at school, to get them interested in reading and writing. And it simply snowballed from that point. The next great step forward was when I left teaching and took up editorship of the school journal and came back into contact with Margaret Mahi, who I'd known at university many years before on a year off from the bush. We did English 2 together, and I've never forgotten her. And life in Wellington, the literary life in Wellington, that became very important. But everything revolved around, outside my commitment to my family, everything revolved around the school journal in those years. It was marvellous. And from there I went on to Teachers College, and part of my work was lecturing in children's books there. So each step seemed almost like a preordained pattern, all to do with reading, writing, especially writing for children.
The school journal's been such an institution. I mean, for my generation, we grew up reading those Margaret Mahi stories in the school journal. And I read somewhere for you, it was reading Tolstoy's How Much Land Does a Man Need in the school journal, which the mind boggles. They wouldn't put that in the school journal these days, would they?
No.
Possibly not. But that must have been an experience.
I'm appalled that political correctness has made such donkeys of us. That particular journal I analysed, I think it was the Part 3 school journal. In those days there were only 3 parts, for must have been early 40s. And my brother brought it home from school. He was a year ahead of me. And it had everything from Don Quixote. I've just been arguing that one again with a friend who tells me one must say Don Quixote. And I say, no, it's only since that rather poor grade musical Man of La Mancha